Social update UG. Accountant, teachers named among missing NUP members. You can know drones are still capturing people. Of recent, we saw some kind of Islamic leader Haji nga drone ye muchimi ne mutwala. Joseph Kabuleta was taken. So, accountant, teachers named among missing NUP members. What you need to know is that many of the missing individuals were later found in military custody. An accountant, a head teacher, one lawyer and students are among dozens of missing opposition supporters whose details were yesterday due for submission to the statutory rights body to establish their whereabouts. Drones are still moving, be careful. The National Unity Platform Party planned to furnish the information upon a formal request by Uganda Human Rights Commission, the statutory rights body, following this newspaper's reporting on renewed abductions of civilians by suspected security forces. Drones are capturing people. If you see a drone, just go away. Don't stay around, don't pass nearby. Meanwhile, in other news, remember that Zake sent to Parliament Disciplinary Committee his complaint over the misconduct of the government by capturing people in drones. Miss Mariam Wangadia, the UHRC chairperson, said last evening that their next course of action will be informed by the information and evidence presented by NUP leaders. Chapter 4 of the Uganda Constitution mandates the Commission to investigate any cries of human rights violence, even without petitions. There have been some of these cases which we investigated and found that some of the matters have been mere comedy, like the alleged abduction and rape of one Alexandra Marinos, Miss Wangadia said. The cited chapter, which comprises Article 20 to 58 of the Constitution, provides a range of fundamental freedoms and inalienable rights and mechanism for their protection. It prescribes manners of full enjoyment of the rights, whether individually or collectively, and clothes against abuse, torture, degrading, and ill treatment, as well as unlawful deprivation by anyone. Legal experts say these provisions domesticate international instruments such as the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, the East African Community Treaty, and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, considered gold standards on rights, already signed or ratified by Ugandan government. Our investigations show that following this newspaper's November 24 reporting about abduction of opposition supporters by armed men traveling in vans named drones for their speed, the statutory rights body wrote to NUP for details of their missing members. This is what the letter was saying. The Commission's November 28 letter was to Mr. David Lewis Ruwongoya, the party Secretary General, who confirmed receiving the correspondence. The purpose of this letter is to request for information from you concerning the particulars of all the NUP members who have been reported missing. The Commission would particularly appreciate information about all names, national identification numbers, and mobile numbers of the missing persons. The letter read in part. The rights body also wants to know the dates when the missing people were abducted, physical address, most recent photographs, and particulars of the next of kin. NUP made alarms about the abduction of its supporters and members before, during, and after the 2021 presidential elections, in which the party leader Robert Chagulanyi aka Bobi Wine emerged runner-up but actually was the winner. Allegations about the secret capture of citizens by security forces, which late Kampala Archbishop Cyprian Ranga once likened to the disappearances recorded during Idi Amin's government, stirred national outcry and public spat between the government and NUP. Many of those missing individuals were later to be found in military custody And President Museveni, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, in a televised address said 50 plus of them were in custody of the special forces, then commanded by his son Muhoozi Kainerugaba, now a UPDF general. Some of the missing persons emerged from incommunicado with torture marks and lifelong injuries and were dropped in various places, including roadside swamps from where volunteers led them home. An intense media scrutiny, including serialization of the stories of the missing persons and plight of their families, as well as pressure from citizens and development partners, prompted the government to table in parliament a list of 177 NUP supporters it said were in custody of security forces. Kitegeera munnange byebyo going government accountant teachers named among missing NUP members as NUPs fighting to see that all the abductees are brought back home. Yeah, so munnange we just remember to think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button. Peace.